A warm welcome to AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The Nigerian government is to partner with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization and the United Nations Industrial Development Organization to boost the nation's industrial sector. This was made in a statement by the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Mariam Katagum, when she received the joint delegation from UNESCO and UNIDO in Abuja, Nigeria. Katagum defined the creative industry as an area that should be explored for economic growth, foreign direct investment and the export of made-in-Nigeria products. The Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Ramatu Aliyu, in a statement on Friday at the inauguration of the 2020 National Immunization Plus Days in Dutse Makaranta Buhari Area Council of Abuja, Nigeria, said no fewer than 976 and 3 children would be immunized with potent oral polio vaccine. Aliyu stated that the exercise was part of strategies aimed at vaccinating children against infantile paralysis. The minister also revealed that Nigeria would, in the next few months, achieve the Africa Regional Certification as a polio-free nation. And talking arts and crafts, the Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Tourism, Omorege Obede, commended the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, and Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Olusegun Ronsewe, for protecting public property during his visit to the National Council for Arts and Culture Village in Abuja, Nigeria. Omorege noted that some unpatriotic people have attempted to convert government property to personal use, but the Inspector General of Police and the Director General have remained steadfast in their commitment to protecting government property. Some members of the committee who accompanied the chairman also expressed their pleasure with efforts made to refurbish the village, adding that there is need to secure and maintain such public places. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Pantami, has asked the board of the Nigerian Communications Commission to link up SIM card registration to National Identification Card and Bank Verification Number (BVN). Pantami made the statement on Thursday during the inauguration of the board in Abuja, Nigeria, adding that the ministry has been working with security agencies on issues bordering on the number of SIM cards an individual should have. He noted that every individual should possibly have 3 SIM cards, and if there is need for an additional one, such individual should provide justifiable reasons in order to obtain it. Talking health, Nigeria has obtained equipment needed for the testing and detection of coronavirus. The country's Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi Ehanire, briefed State House correspondent after the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the Presidential Villa Abuja, Nigeria's capital. He said the virus has not been reported in Africa.
We obtained the reagents necessary. The machines, we have the machines, they are PCR machines, they are called polymerase chain reaction machines, which we have here for molecular diagnostics. We acquired it about 8 days ago. For a disease to enter a place, somebody must carry it. As far as corona is concerned, it is human-to-human transmission. Maybe we have been lucky that no person carrying that corona has entered our country, and none has come here undetected.
The National President of the Natural Oil and Gas Suppliers Association of Nigeria, Benneth Kore, has distributed 15 Peugeot 406 vehicles to state councils of the association to boost their operations. Kore, who distributed the vehicles after the National Executive Council meeting of the association in Abuja, said that the initiative was part of the association's commitment to achieving its target. He said the association would remain dedicated in optimizing revenue generated from the oil and gas sector and also work closely with the federal government to fight against pipeline vandalism.
We are going to release our newly acquired vehicles for all the state chairmen that have been inaugurated. We are going to release the vehicles to them for their operations. Complementing government efforts in reducing pipeline vandalization, NEC approves that.
Parents and guardians influence their children's career choice. However, over the years, there have been controversies on who makes the decision of choosing a career path for a child, as some students blame their poor performances on their parents' imposition of a course of study on them. Since this has become an issue of concern, our reporters got the views of some lecturers on the effect of forcing a child to take a particular course of study.
What has always been the problem is that people just say, oh, my son, I want my son to become a medical doctor. They are probably looking at the profession they want their son to become a member of. What then happens after that is typically not what they are so much interested in.
You have some students that are above the average, we have those ones that are below the average, we have those ones that are average. So in that one, you need those ones that are below average, those ones may be affected by the career, whether the victims of career chosen by either somebody or by the father.
The Executive Secretary of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Professor Suleiman Elias Bogoro, has reaffirmed his support for the new leadership of the University of Abuja for its vision and quest to deepen research in the institution. Bogoro made the statement while speaking to newsmen in an interview at the 24th convocation ceremonies of the University of Abuja, Nigeria, held this Saturday, adding that the fund will continue to support the university with funding to enable it attain the status of a world-class university.
Professor Nala, as Vice Chancellor of this university, believing that he will reenact the magic that made a difference at the Kwara State University Malete in this University of Abuja, which is in the capital of our country. We've looked forward to seeing a university that the type that you will see in other world capitals that will represent the apex of impression about our university system. So for me at that fund, we're happy to support them with money for that purpose.
Still on education, the University of Abuja in Nigeria held its 24th convocation ceremonies this Saturday, where 10,331 graduating students were awarded degrees and diplomas in various disciplines, out of which 26 of them bagged first class. Speaking at the event, the Pro-Chancellor of the University, Alhaji Sani Meikudi, called on them to be good ambassadors of their alma mater as they step out to the wider world to face new challenges. Our reporters who covered the ceremonies spoke to some of the graduating students.
To the graduates, let me say that this is your day. It marks a milestone in your lifelong journey to your chosen careers. It is really a special day for you all. As I stand before you, I am confident that you are all an embodiment of good learning and character. You have been certified to be law-abiding and resourceful, and I therefore have no doubt that you will represent your alma mater very well by being very good ambassadors.
It wasn't an easy journey, so much to write, so much to read, so much to research in terms of looking for materials and so on, so much to present and defend.
Truly, it has not been very easy, you know. When you talk of a PhD course, it required patience, tolerance, and endurance.
When I look back, sincerely, I'm going to be honest, I did not expect this. I knew I was okay, and then somehow I guess maybe just faculty. But when I heard he was the best graduating student for the entire school, it was like, wow, like I'm just honored.
You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, Association commends Industrial Training Fund for bridging skill gap in Nigeria. UN warns of famine in Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania and Somalia. Harvey Weinstein accused of abusing his power as a Hollywood mogul. More stories when we return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl-child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
Many thanks for staying. The Industrial Training Fund has been applauded for its efforts in bridging the skills gap in Nigeria. The president of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Hajiya Saratu Aliyu, made a commendation at the 2020 ITF Model Skills Training Center graduation on Thursday in Abuja, Nigeria. Saratu highlighted the impact of the ITF on national development, adding that the fund has provided a strategy for resolving the root causes of high unemployment rate in the country. On the foreign scene, the Director of Emergencies for the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, Dominic Bourgeon, has said that the East African region could be on the verge of famine if huge swarms of locusts devouring crops and pasture are not brought under control. Efforts to control the infestation have so far not been effective, as Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda have all been affected. According to reports, aerial spraying of pesticides is the most effective way of fighting the swarms, but countries in the region do not have the right resources. However, the United Nations body has now called on the international community to provide nearly $76 million to fund the spraying of the affected areas with insecticide. Prosecutors in New York on Friday have accused Harvey Weinstein of abusing his power as a Hollywood mogul to prey on women as his high-profile #MeTooRape trial draws to a close. According to reports, he is charged with sexually assaulting Jessica Mann, an actor in a New York hotel room in 2013, and former production assistant Mimi Halei in 2006. The prosecutor, Joan Iloze, said the witnesses were merely ants that he could step on without consequence. The trial comes more than 2 years after U.S. media revealed numerous allegations against Weinstein, triggering a cascade of accusations against other powerful men and the spread of the #MeToo movement. Florin Guinea, the suspected head of a major organized crime network, has been extradited back to Romania to face trial following an operation by the National Crime Agency. One of Europol's most wanted men was detained as he left a gym in Watford in August 2018. Guinea, nicknamed Genoso, is wanted by the Romanian authorities on human trafficking, conspiracy to murder, blackmail and money laundering charges. Alexei Botian, a veteran of Soviet intelligence hailed from saving the Polish city of Krakow from being blown up by the Nazis during World War II, has died at 103. Russian President Vladimir Putin hailed Botian as a legendary intelligence officer and a true patriot in a telegram of condolences. Botian was reported to have died in Moscow on Thursday, just 3 days after his 103rd birthday. Valentine's Day, also called St. Valentine's Day or the Feast of St. Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14, and it is no doubt one of the most popular days in the year, as it is the day set aside globally to celebrate love. Residents of the Federal Capital Territory have joined the world in commemorating Valentine's Day. Our reporters had a discuss with Abuja residents on what Valentine is to them and how they choose to celebrate this special day.
I have an amazing date, so I received a beautiful show from my sister, my younger sister, so it meant a lot that she's the one giving to me now.
Valentine is fine. As you can see, the environment is very colorful.
I'm enjoying myself. I received dresses from my sister.
On a lighter mood, to leave a party without telling anyone is called in English a French exit. In French, it's called a filet à l'anglaise, to leave like the English. How did you spend your Valentine's Day? Please share your thoughts on our social media handles at AD4TVRADIO. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website, www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.